Mga kababayan, we call to the witness stand the first witness for the prosecution in the person of NBI Senior Agent Jean-Marc Santa Ana Calilo.
Kindly bring the witness to the witness stand. Please remain standing. Clerk of Court is instructed to kindly administer the oath to the witness.
Please raise your right hand. You, John Mark Calilong,
I, John Mark Calilong,
do swear
who swear
that the evidence you shall give
that evidence that I give
in the case now pending
is in the case now pending
between the Philippines
in the Philippines
and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte
and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the
So
truth.
help me God.
So help me God.
Your witness, counsel.
Thank you so much, Your Honors. Your Honors, mga kababayan, the testimony of the first witness for the prosecution, NBI Senior Agent Jean-Marc Santa Ana Calilo, is offered to prove the following. Number one, si Agent Jean-Marc Calilong ay isang senior agent of the National Bureau of Investigation. Number two, he is well-trained and experienced in the field of digital forensic examination, having undergone extensive training in the field, making him competent in identifying, preserving, collecting, and authenticating digital evidence. Pangatlo, si Agent Calilong ay bahagi ng NBI Cybercrime Division Team na inatasang mag-imbestiga sa mga pahayag at pagbabanta ng Vice Presidente laban sa Pangulo ng Pilipinas, Unang Ginang, at dating Speaker ng House of Representatives sa isang online media briefing noong Nobyembre 23, taong 2024, pang-apat. Partikular na sinabi sa publiko ng Vice Presidente na may kinontrata na siyang tao na napapatay sa Pangulo, Unang Ginang at former Speaker ng House of Representatives. At ito ay sa kasaysayan ng ating patayin no less than the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Panglima.
Your Honor, may I object? Is this a speech or an offer?
Your Honor, please, with all due respect to counsel,
For the prosecutor may proceed.
it should not be a
May I
Okay.
register my continuing
There's
objection?
no proper ground. This is offer of testimony. Please hold your horses. Number 5, the public statements and threats of the Vice President were publicly live streamed and captured on video. Number 6, Agent Calilong is the designated agent on case for the investigation. Number 7, as agents on case, Agent Calilong personally conducted and participated in the cybercrime and open source investigation relating to the subject video and related digital recordings. Pangwalo, sa takbo ng open source investigation na pag-alaman ng NBI na ang Vice Presidente ay nagpahayag din ng iba pang kahawig na pananakot sa buhay ng Pangulo. Kasama na ang sinabi niya sa publiko na minsan naisip niyang pugutan ng ulo ang Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas. Number 9, in the course of the investigation, Agent Calilong duly identified, preserved, collected, and authenticated the subject video and other related digital recordings. And number 10, the last offer of testimony, Your Honors, Agent Calilong will testify on such other matters as may be relevant, material, incidental to the issues involved in this impeachment proceeding, and will identify relevant and material documentary and object pieces of evidence. That is the offer of testimony of our first witness, Your Honor, please.
Presiding officer will now hear the objection and or comments, if any, of the counsel for respondent to the offer
Prior to my-
made by counsel for the prosecution. panel.
Your Honor, may we move for the exclusion of Agent Calilong for being not previously attached to the Saballa and Cabrera complaints, as well as exclusion on the ground that he was not included in the articles of impeachment transmitted to the Senate Impeachment Court.
Can I respond to that, Your Honor, please?
Counsel for prosecutor may do so.
Mga kababayan, in this stage of the proceedings, the prosecution is about to present a witness, and the defense is invoking the fact that this witness is not listed as one of the witnesses in the Saballa complaint. The Saballa complaint already lived its natural life. Your Honor, this is the impeachment proceeding of the articles of impeachment filed by the House of Representatives. Saballa et al. Is done. That should not be a proper objection, Your Honor, please. As to the number 2, I think the good counsel mentioned that it is not part, this witness is not part of the articles of impeachment. Your Honor, please, I have been practicing for quite some time. I don't see that.
Your Honor, may I allow to reply also?
Can I finish? It's not a ground. And in fact, Your Honor, please, to settle the matter, this witness is listed in the pretrial order. The issue is settled. The issue is passé. No ground for objection. Let me proceed, Your Honor.
Of course not, Your Honor. There were no rulings.
Counsel
In the
for
pre-
respondent is recognized
Thank you,
for
Your
a
Honor.
final rebuttal on this issue before the chair will issue a ruling.
Your Honor, there were no rulings on the pretrial order on exclusion of witnesses. We have a current petition with the Supreme Court questioning the very actions of the prosecution to allow the presentation of evidence that were not attached to the Saballa or Cabrera impeachment complaints would allow the House of Representatives and the prosecution to circumvent the very procedural abuse condemned in Stonehill versus Jokno and allow the violation of the respondent's constitutional rights as held in Duterte in the House of, versus the House of Representatives. Your Honor, the prosecution says the Saballa complaints have lived their and they died their natural deaths. However, Your Honor, this precisely does not cure what the prosecution did. This does not cure the violation of the rights of my client.
If I may, Your Honor, please. We
The
move
chair will
forward.
make its ruling. The motion to exclude by the counsel for respondent is hereby denied. Chair cites Enrile versus Sandigan Bayan, which states that the prosecutors may add or rely on evidence during pretrial, even if the evidence is not stated in the complaint or articles, because only a summary is required to be stated in the articles of impeachment, in this case, and or complaint, and not a complete list of the prosecution's evidence and or witnesses. The court in general will not shackle the prosecution by limiting it to the evidence mentioned in the information and or the articles, especially when it is mentioned in the pre-trial brief, not only order but brief of the counsel for prosecutors. But in relation to this witness, even if you will do cross, you can register your continuing objection, counsel for respondent.
We are registering it, Your Honor, please.
So noted. Counsel for the prosecution may proceed.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. John Mark Calilong.
Your Honor, may I register my objections to the purposes?
Your Honor, please, I think the purposes must be specified. What are your objections? On what
Your Honor.
grounds?
May I be
You may
allowed?
comment on the offer of the testimony of this witness for the record.
Your Honor, for the purpose number 3, this is a conclusion of fact and law. For the fourth purpose, it is also a conclusion of fact and law. And the 8th purpose, it is a conclusion of fact and law.
Mr. President,
Counsel for
President.
respondent. Before we, yes,
No,
Senator Judge Cayetano.
yeah.
Pia.
I would just like the defense, when you say item number 3, can you repeat what it is? Because I'm trying to follow exactly what your objection is. So either you say it or he repeats it so we can follow.
I was about to do that actually.
Thank you.
Item number 3 in the offer of this witness is that the NBI agent being presented is part of its cybercrime unit that investigated this this matter. That's what you're referring to as a conclusion of law, counsel?
Sorry,
Perhaps
Your,
number 4.
number 4, Your Honor.
Yes, not number 3. So number 4 and what else?
Number 8, Your Honor.
Number 8 on other threats other than the video mentioned in the press briefing. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Correct, Your
Would
Honor.
that be all?
Yes, Your Honor.
We will
Duly
not reply.
noted.
We will not reply to that, Your Honor, please.
Yes, please.
May I continue, Your Honor, please?
You may continue to
John
present
Mark.
your first witness, counsel.
Thank you so much, Mr. Calilong. Reminder, nakikinig yung taong bayan, pakilakasan ng boses. Okay?
Apo.
Okay. Mr. Witness, maaari bang sabihin mo ano yung pangalan, edad, at other personal circumstances?
I am Senior Agent John Mark Calilong, a Filipino citizen, 31 years old, with office address at NBI PhilInvest Cyber Zone Bay City, Macapagal Boulevard, Pasay City, sir.
And Mr. Witness, reminder, you may answer in Filipino or Tagalog or Filipino or English, okay?
Yes.
Mr. Witness, what is your occupation, if any?
Currently, nasa National Bureau of Investigation po ako. I'm an agent since 2021 and was recently assigned at Cyber Investigation and Assessment Center in April 2026.
Okay, you said that you have been an agent of the NBI since 2021, pero you were recently assigned to the Cybercrime Investigation and Assessment Center of the NBI. Now, ano ba yung position mo before you were assigned to the Cybercrime Investigation and Assessment Center, kung meron man?
In 2022, I was assigned at Digital Forensic Laboratory Division and in 2024 in Cybercrime Division, sir.
Okay, now, you said that you were assigned to the Digital Forensics Laboratory Division in 2022. Now, yung tanong, ano ba yung mga naging primary duties and functions mo bilang ahente ng division na yan?
In digital forensic, my primary duties is to identify, preserve, collect, analyze, and present digital evidence in court, sir.
Now, preliminary question, have you undergone any training as an agent of that Digital Forensics Laboratory Division?
Yes, sir.
Now, kung alam mo, ano ba yung naging trainings in that division?
I have undergone computer hacking forensic investigation training, mobile forensics, computer forensics, and photo and video authentication training, sir.
Okay, so the last part of your answer, Mr. Witness, you mentioned that you were trained, na sinasabi mo, into photo and video authentication. Now, specifically now, ano ba yung naging trainings in that regard? Photo and video authentication, kung meron man.
I was trained for 2 weeks intensive training in July 2022 by MaxCore Intervention, sir, in digital forensic.
Now, sabi mo, ano nga ba yun? 2 weeks of intensive training. Yung tanong, Mr. Witness, specifically, what happened in that you said 2 week of intensive training?
I was trained to perform digital forensics examination, sir.
Now, Mr. Witness, you tell the public, what is the objective, if any? What is the objective, if any, if you know, of that digital forensic examination that you said you were trained to do?
To present digital evidence, sir, admissible in court na ginawa ko na po multiple times.
Multiple times. You appeared in court multiple times. Specifically, how many times?
At least 30 times, sir.
And for how long have you been practicing digital forensic examination?
2 years, sir.
For 2 years. Now, let's go back, Mr. Witness. You mentioned that you were an agent of the NBI Cybercrime Division in 2024. Now, what were your primary duties and functions as an agent of that Cybercrime Division?
To investigate cases in violation to the cybercrime law, sir.
Cybercrime law. Now, Mr. Witness, you are testifying in this impeachment case proceeding trial against the Vice President, the respondent in this case. Do you know the respondent in this case?
Yes, sir.
And why do you know the respondent in this case?
Because she is the vice president and my team conducted an investigation involving her, sir.
So aside from being the vice president, your team, you said, investigated the vice president. The question now is, what was this investigation, if you know?
It's an investigation on the statement uttered by the vice president during an online press conference briefing dated November 23, 2024.
So statements uttered by the vice presidents in an online live stream press conference held on November 23, 2024. Now, yung tanong, ano ba yung naging participation mo, Mr. Witness, kung meron man?
I am the agent on case of the investigation, sir.
Now, sinabi mo ikaw yung agent on case. Now, you tell the court, you tell the public, ano ba yung pagiging ahente on the case? Ano bang ibig sabihin yan kung alam mo?
It means that I gathered evidence necessary for the investigation, sir.
Okay. You mentioned you gathered evidence. Now, you tell us, what do you mean kung meron man, tsaka kung alam mo? Ano bang ibig sabihin when you quote gathered evidence, unquote?
It means that I viewed, identified, preserved, collected, and authenticated digital evidence in the course of the investigation, sir.
Okay, now, you mentioned na you viewed, identified, preserved, collected, authenticated, sinasabi mo mga pieces of evidence that you found in the course of your investigation. Tama ba?